Hello and welcome to KLM Institute.
Today we bring you a major breaking update that has shaken the global stage. Tensions in the Middle East have erupted into full-scale conflict as Israel has launched its largest ever military strike against Iran in a bold and dramatic operation named Operation Rising Lion. In the early hours of Friday, Israeli fighter jets and drones carried out coordinated airstrikes deep inside Iranian territory. One of the key targets was the highly secure underground nuclear facility at Natanz, a symbol of Iran's atomic ambitions. Alongside this, Israel targeted top military commanders and nuclear scientists. Reports now confirm that at least 20 high-ranking Iranian figures, including Major General Mohammad Bagheri and Revolutionary Guards Chief Hossein Salami, have been killed. Iran's response was immediate and fierce. Supreme Leader Ayatollah Ali Khamenei condemned the attack, accusing Israel of crimes with blood-stained hands. Iran raised the historic red flag of revenge over the Jamkaran Mosque in Qom, symbolizing a call for justice and war. Crowds flooded the streets chanting anti-Israel slogans and demanding immediate retaliation. And that retaliation came fast. Late Friday night, Iran launched hundreds of ballistic missiles and drones directly at Israel. Explosions were heard over Jerusalem and Tel Aviv, the two largest cities in the country. Air raid sirens wailed as people rushed for shelter. Israel's defense systems engaged, intercepting many of the incoming threats. However, visuals from Tel Aviv showed missiles streaking across the night sky and loud blasts echoing through the city. Iran declared that this was only the beginning of its response and warned that the gates of hell will open for Israel. In reply, Israeli authorities said that the retaliation was expected and that Operation Rising Lion has only just begun. The situation now threatens to spiral into a larger regional war with devastating consequences. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu addressed the nation, stating that the military operation is necessary to secure Israel's survival. He invoked the memory of the Holocaust and vowed that this generation will be remembered for taking decisive action against threats. Meanwhile, global leaders are reacting. U.S. President Donald Trump, in a major statement, supported the Israeli offensive, saying that Iran had been given a 60-day ultimatum to return to the nuclear deal table, an offer Iran ignored. Trump warned that these strikes are the result of that failure, but added that Iran still has a second chance to come forward and negotiate peace. At the same time, U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio clarified that while the United States supports Israel diplomatically, American forces were not directly involved in the attacks. He urged Iran not to attack U.S. assets in the region and said American troops are on high alert. Global powers are alarmed. Russian President Vladimir Putin condemned the Israeli airstrikes, calling them a violation of international law. He offered to mediate between Israel and Iran to prevent further escalation. The United Nations, through Secretary General Antonio Guterres, has called for restraint and warned that attacking nuclear sites could have catastrophic consequences. China, Saudi Arabia, Turkey, Oman, and several European nations have also condemned Israel's actions. Oman, known for mediating past U.S.-Iran talks, called the attack reckless and demanded immediate international intervention. Turkey's President Erdogan warned that Netanyahu is dragging the entire region into chaos. Back in Iran, emotions are running high. Civilians in major cities were seen fleeing their homes as the skies lit up with explosions. Reports say that over 80 civilians have been killed and more than 300 injured. Iran's media is showing widespread destruction in residential areas. Some Iranians are blaming their leadership for failing to prevent war, while others are preparing for a long battle. Israel, on the other hand, claims that its Mossad agents were already active inside Iran, disabling radar systems and missile launchers before the airstrikes. Reports say that Israel has established a drone base near Tehran to maintain pressure on Iranian defenses. Oil prices have spiked in global markets due to fears of a regional war. However, OPEC has stated that supply levels will remain stable for now. The United Nations Security Council has called an emergency meeting at Iran's request. Iran is demanding an international investigation and pledging a decisive and proportional response to what it calls cowardly and illegal aggression. As of now, both countries remain on high alert. Israel claims that the Natanz nuclear site has been permanently crippled, while Iran insists that its program is peaceful and legal. However, the International Atomic Energy Agency recently reported that Iran had violated key terms of the Nuclear Non-Proliferation Treaty, further complicating the global response. The entire world is now watching. The fear of a full-scale war looms large. This conflict has political, economic, cultural, and humanitarian consequences. Diplomacy is hanging by a thread while the region inches closer to widespread instability. This is a rapidly developing situation. We at KLM Institute will continue to track every major update as it unfolds. Stay informed, stay alert, and most importantly, stay safe. Thank you for tuning in.